Yes, we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. And we could say this a million times. We could spend days channeling just that message, and still, many individuals would dismiss that connection and that availability and would continue seeking very limited, very confined human based information. And we do understand that human beings are doing their best to attempt to decipher and decode and figure out exactly what the components are of being here and being human. And as many are feeling and recognizing and connecting in with the concept that they are so, so much more than just human beings. And so they are reaching out. They are seeking answers, and yet when you are seeking answers from other humans, when you are seeking answers from ancient texts and vague writings and mythologies, this can give you steps to grow and expand beyond your current belief systems, and yet this is a limitation. And so, as we have shared many times, for those who are open and willing to listen, and for those who are open and willing to have these direct connections with us, to take on that awareness and to expand themselves, to recognize truly what it is to be a conscious awareness participating here on Earth. We have shared time and time again just how much we are here, just how much we are guiding and supporting you, and most of all, just how much we are available. You have heard it said many, many times from many, many different individuals. Seek and you shall receive. Search and you shall find. And yet, and we know we are using many religious references here in these sayings, when we do come and knock at the door, we do find the door closed and locked and bolted. And you are sitting on the other side screaming out in fear or limited conditioning, refusing to be open to growing and expanding your minds beyond what is already available. And so you're saying if you are looking backwards, if you are looking at what the current information is, how can things change and grow and expand? If there is not a taking in of new information, a taking in of new perspectives and new connections and new awarenesses of what is available to you, then how are you supposed to grow and evolve? How are you supposed to recognize that that is your purpose here, to grow and expand and evolve? And so while we do understand that you as human beings do want to feel comfort and an understanding of the world around you, the way to do this is not feel good information, is not limited human perspectives trying to decipher that which is beyond. And so, as we do understand that this message does sound like a firm directive and a bit of a call out, we are wanting to say that we are sharing this with love. And part of love is accountability and responsibility to recognize who you truly are, to not be staying in limited human based mindsets. As you do recognize, truly at your core, you are not human. And so, why would you comply to human information? Why would you comply to others' information when you are so very capable of gaining this for yourself? Especially when, if you are having trouble seeking and making these connections on your own, we do provide. We do place those individuals around you that you can turn to and question and seek a greater understanding of how to connect in with us. And yet, those individuals are met with scoffing, they are met with resistance, they are met with pushing back and arguing when they are put in your lives to be able to question, to be able to seek, to be able to grow and bond and connect. And so, while many of you are trying to share information and show yourselves as important figures or very well learned, knowledgeable beings, we are saying to you that even the most advanced of you, even those of you who are connecting in with us daily and often, are still only seeing a fraction of the picture and the puzzle. And yet, when you do have individuals trying to illuminate more of the whole picture, and yet they are being suppressed and shunned and shunted, how does this work for your growth and expansion? How does this truly serve you? When you have the opportunities and the connections to be able to converse and question with beings all over what you call your planet, and yet you use and yet you utilize these connections to argue and to try and make yourselves look more important. You use this to try and prop yourselves up and push others down. And so while you have been given great opportunities and great tools and great means to be able to connect and grow, to build community, you do utilize these to spread seeds of division, to spread opinions of individuals with very high opinions of themselves, and yet no real substance or connections. And so we are encouraging you to utilize what you have been given fully, to not be taking advantage of and dismissing the opportunities you have been given, the tools you have been given, the technologies you have been given. And so, as we said, we do share this with love, as we do observe and see exactly how humanity is participating and unfolding with its experience at this point. And while we are saying everything is being guided and supported, we are wanting you to step up and to focus, to take responsibility for your choices, and to recognize what it is that you are being guided to support humanity in, to support yourselves in. And so we are saying this is to support yourselves in love, to support yourselves in more deeply understanding what the concepts of full acceptance for all and complete and unconditional love for all is. And so there is a balance there of loving yourselves, of loving all of those around you, of loving all things that are unfolding for humanity and knowing that it is for the growth and for the expansion. And so taking the opportunities to honor yourselves. And so this is why time and time and time again, we do recommend drinking water with an intention and an attitude of love and gratitude and affection. We do recommend the same for the food you are choosing to eat, regardless of the diet that you are choosing that you feel is best for yourself. Do it with love. And the same with your interactions. With all of your connections and your interactions, step forward with an intention of love, with an intention of understanding and expansion, with an intention of having an open heart and an open mind that you could possibly learn something that you do not already know. And so, as we are saying, especially for those who are representing themselves as being deeply connected with us, the Arcturians, and others, please truly do represent us and represent us fully. And so please do truly understand our messages, intuit our messages, and do not distort or dismiss what we are saying. And so, as we are saying, drink your water with love, we are saying this for very, very significant reasons. As you could say, many on your planet do support themselves by drinking anything but water. And not only that, they do support themselves by drinking anything but water and then judging themselves for being unhealthy, thinking that they should be better, that their bodies should be in better shape. And there is a great difference between doubting and downing yourself and wanting what is best for yourself. And so, as you are trying to shame and guilt and control yourselves into a better alignment, you are simply further creating disalignment. You are simply further creating dis-ease. And so you could say that this message is a drop in the bucket. And while it does not fully expand and give a full clarity on every single instance that we are speaking of and expanding upon and putting forward, this is to generate your curiosity. And for some, this is to generate a deep trigger that will cause them to go into anger and fear. And yet, that is an opportunity for you to push forward and to grow and to seek your own clarity, to ask questions and to seek support with that which you are struggling to take in and understand. And so this message is great opportunities for all who are willing to read and listen. And we are putting it forward for your expansion and growth. And sometimes that does mean feeling as if you are attacked, feeling as if the rug has been pulled out from under you, or feeling as if you are being expressed something that you should already know. And so there are many different facets to this, and we could go on expanding upon this for days. And yet, we are wanting to give the basic message of be open-hearted, be open-minded to the information that is coming directly from us. And so this is another reason why we do try and support you to drink more water, as the water does bring clarity. The water does bring upliftment. The water does bring in conscious connection. And so we say this with love, and we encourage you to say things with love, to do things with love, to be in the energy frequency of love. That is all.